Down to a T, your break from the self-motivation. Here, you don't have to be better, you just have to be you. And that's what our guests will be bringing to every single episode. From artists to comedians to voices in media and everything in between, we'll be having off-the-cuff, lively conversations about anything that we want. Another day, another episode of Down to a T, and we are back with Tulio, who we forced to come from behind the camera to the front. And again, please let us know if you're enjoying.
I'm I'm camera shy, but then I'm okay.
No, this is your moment. Yeah. Don't be. And we're if you were enjoying this, please do let us know because we want to see more of Tulio, don't we?
I mean, I'm happy to.
Someone's like, no,
fuck that guy.
Or tell him. Wait, okay. So this is the first time where I'm not correlating my what's on my mind to what's on my what's happening in the episode.
But it's important.
But it's important because this has been pissing me off.
Yeah.
I've had the worst luck this year with being on airplanes and people asking me to switch my seats. The audacity. I'm very passionate about this. I've been venting about this a lot because this is no joke. I'm not even exaggerating. It's happened to me 4 times consecutively.
This year alone?
Yes.
I think that's so funny to me because I see all those stories online and people talking about it.
It's real.
And I just never think it's real.
No, it's real. I'm telling you, as someone who has experienced this and this keeps happening, and I'm like, what is written on my face, on my forehead? That's she's going to change the seat, ask her. And
the pendeja on your face?
In this economy where I'm paying for my actual seat, paying $50 for luggage, you're going to ask me to change my seat.
No.
And then the audacity when people ask me to change their seat because they want to sit next to their boyfriend or husband.
God forbid you spend 2 hours away from your boyfriend.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's crazy because the other instances have been kids. So I've given them that.
It's been couples and kids?
Couples and kids.
So you're
the
good
kids,
with
I
the
say
kids.
yes.
Okay.
But to be fair, the ones with the kids are pretty fair. Because they're giving me a seat that's the same seat. Mm-hmm. And it was one where it was the seat right behind, but it was still aisle. Yeah. And then the other one was a little bit of a middle, but not really. Because it was one of those extra legroom situations. So I was fine, I'll take that one, whatever.
Yeah, I feel if you give me a better seat, I'm cool with it.
And someone gave me a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not gonna compare to my seat, but whatever. And then one woman told me, she's like, I have anxiety. I need to sit next to my boyfriend. I was like, I have anxiety too. Hence why I paid for the seat. If you want to talk about anxiety, I do. Anxiety. Yeah. And no, I'm not giving you. She tried to tell me to take her middle.
And you were what, aisle?
I was aisle.
No.
Yes.
No.
So that her husband can take my aisle. And I can take his middle somewhere else.
Oh my God.
And I looked at her and she
need to bring back
but the
bullying.
funny thing is that she was shocked that I said no.
No, we need to bring back bullying. We need to bring back.
And she called the flight attendant to complain about me. To which I was like, ma'am, I paid for the seat. We can stand here all day. I will sit here and say, but where are we as a society that you are not planning?
I just think it's so funny because I fantasize about having this moment.
Yeah.
And I have a whole speech prepared in my head about you need to plan for what happened to human decency. I have this whole Larry David
You're
moment
gonna have to pass
in my
me
head.
the speech because I'm in that era
and
right
it's
now.
never happened to me. And I'm so ready to go off. And so I just feel bad that it's happened 4
Take
times.
it from me. Take the experience from me, please, because I'm tired. And the funny thing is that the same instance, she went and then asked the other woman in the aisle next to me. That woman didn't even take off her headphones.
Yeah.
She just looked at her, looked back to the front of the seat and just ignored her. And I was like, that is the energy I need. Because I don't know what is happening in the world. I don't know if this happened to anyone else. Please tell me. And is it, I actually asked my family if I was wrong to not give her the seat. Yeah. And they were like, no. And I was like,
but it's always don't put it. I guess people want to tell us in the comments, when is it appropriate to
When
say
is it
no?
appropriate? Do you agree with me on the kids part? Because I feel like kids, I'm going to get up because I feel bad. That's but also you should be planning ahead. I'm going to be real of you should book another flight where there's seats next to each other. I understand there's extreme circumstances, so we're not going to talk about that. But if it's happening to me back to back to back, that means there's a lot of people not planning.
Yeah.
And it's okay for you to sit away from your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever for 2 or whatever hours. Honestly, the whole flight. I don't care if it's 7 hours. If you decided to not book a flight where there's just no seats, you'll live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think people are acting People in love are doing crazy things.
Yeah, and the crazier part is that she tortured me. I'll end it on that note, but she like kept getting up on purpose. So I would have to get up, and like she was doing it on purpose to like get me mad. And I need to know what everyone else would do, but I was just like, I'm gonna fight this through. You're not getting me to switch the seat. I'll stay here the entire flight and prove my point. You're messing with the wrong person. Yeah. But I need to know what everyone else would do. Is anyone else seeing this trend? Because
tell us your stories about changing seats.
This is driving me nuts, and this is an audacity, especially in this economy.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. Like my boyfriend and I, when we travel, we just book separate seats because we're both window people. And so
same for me and my husband.
We just don't sit together.
Yeah. And that's fine.
And that is, we're
and did you live? Did you live? Living example.
Going on 4 years. So we're good.
And they lived and they're happily ever after. Yeah. I know that has nothing to do when you hear what this episode is about, what this is, but what's on my mind is going to be whatever whatever is on my mind.
No, but I think it brings us back to like people in relationships and wanting to be together, and
we get into crazy people as well, which is like in dating. So we talk about that and the audacity. So I think we can there's a way to correlate there, but I needed to get that off my mind. So I hope you enjoy this episode.
Well, I hope on your flight back
I hope
today,
I'm not put on a no-flight list. And people see me on a flight and they're like, oh, she's coming. I need to move. No, but I really thank you, Tulio, for joining me on What's on My Mind. Let us know if you love this and enjoy the episode. Today we have Bryan Hernandez, content creator and friends. Can I call you my friend?
Of course.
Yeah. Imagine you're like, no. Well, thank you so much for being here. As soon as we launch the pod, I feel like I say this with most of my guests, but I do want you to feel special when I say this. Okay. I did imagine you being a guest on one of the episodes. Yes, I did. Okay. I was like, he has to be one of the episodes because I actually interviewed you once at a TikTok event. And your energy, I don't know if you remember this.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, but I was there like very reportery.
Okay, that's
and, like,
why.
Yeah. And I feel like we didn't get to know each other that much. So I was
like, I don't know you as like that. I know you as fun.
Yeah. And then we follow each other. And now I feel like, I'm like, yo, he has really funny content. Like
Thank
you have me cackling all the time. Yeah. So I was like, I knew I had to have him on because this is what, I feel like you're so yourself. And that's what this podcast is all about.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I feel like people find it hard to be themselves. I'm like, it's not that hard. Just But even like the things that you do to like recreate certain like scenes or like you don't care to go out in a costume, like you are really your truest fucking self. So I was like, he has to come and sit down to it. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, so excited. So we're gonna start with the starting 5. Are you ready? What is your first date pet peeve?
Easy. When you don't show up with a haircut.
Okay.
I feel like I always look my best, but on a first date, I'm looking my absolute best. Like haircut, new fit, everything fresh. You look like you rolled out of bed. I'm sorry, you showed no effort to see me.
So what if they cancel because they couldn't get a haircut?
I mean,
what if they told you like I need to reschedule because I didn't have time to get a haircut?
If they told me that's the reason, they got it. But if they just tell me I'm canceling, they don't tell me why. No.
Yeah. Okay. Then you allow it.
I would allow it. Yeah.
Or would you say like I don't care, let's continue on the date?
It depends on how much I want to see them. If I really want to see you, I'm like, oh, it's fine, throw a hat on. But
so you're looking for the crisp line.
Yes, like the beard gotta be done right, everything.
Probably talking to you and you're like looking at the.
Like how many days is the widow's peak growing in already?
One hair. Okay, what is your favorite pop culture moment so far of 2024?
Brat. Like I like Charlie XCX and I knew it was gonna be a thing, but when the train, like the G train, had a whole Brat campaign, I was like, oh yeah, I ate that. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah. I'm gonna say that we thought of Brat before Brat. Look at the tones of green everywhere.
Hello.
Yeah.
Clock that.
Okay. No, I actually enjoyed this and I feel like it's made me a bigger Charlie XCX fan. But I'm like, the fact that it's like infiltrated everything from politics to like
politics.
It's like controlling all these dances that are Charlie XCX rules the world right now.
Brat domination.
Yeah, 2024. Okay, what is the most Dominican thing about you?
The most Dominican thing about me, I think the first thing that comes to mind is I could eat plátanos like breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but I think it's my humor. I feel like Dominicans are just innately so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
Hashtag humble.
Yeah, like, big Dominican.
Yeah. I actually was saying that. I was telling the comedians that are now popping off are like all from the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. Like a bunch of them are popping off for Cuban, Dominican.
Yeah,
so I'm like, are we finally getting our moment that we're funny?
It's time for our flowers. Like, we've been funny. I was using our lingo. I was slang. Now give us a check.
Yeah. I always say like the funniest person is my grandmother.
Okay.
Because she doesn't take anything real serious.
Seriously? Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's really a lot of Dominicans.
Yeah.
Like we find a way to throw jokes into like the darkest things.
Out of everything.
Out of everything. It could be the most darkest moment and someone in the room will throw a joke. So what's your go-to comfort album?
My go-to comfort album, I think, is Control by SZA. That's like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But that's really like, I could play it any mood, any time, and like it hits the same.
Yeah. We've had SZA mentioned in the pod before.
Okay,
so.
no, I'll give you another one then. I'm
No.
not like everybody else.
Like,
I'm my own person. I'm gonna say Thank You Next, Ariana Grande.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good comfort album.
Right.
That's a goodie.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, what is something surprising that people would find surprising about you?
I think I would say my love for pop music. Like, I'm like a top 40 connoisseur. Like, that's what I listen to.
That's me. I'm the same.
Wait, I used to get bullied. I feel
people
seen.
make fun of me all the time. They're like, "Yeta gringa," like people will be calling me like little, like she loves all her little white stuff.
But I'm like,
people always say that about me.
Yo, I don't want to say it, but not to get political, but pop music is not white music. It's just popular. It's what's on the radio.
It's what's on the radio. But
Don't
I
piss
love
me
it. I love the
off.
Ariana Grande. I love all of that.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah, Dua Lipa.
I
Get me with a catchy song and like with the
And a
lyrics
beat?
and a beat.
I'm moving.
I love that. People be shocked 'cause I'm like, I love some good bars that play like good poppy music. But people be shocked that I'm like not only listening to Dumbo.
No, literally, I'm like, yeah, I love my dembo, my bachata, my rap, but girl, on my day-to-day.
I like to give range. All right. I'll do Dreams and Nightmares and then go into a little Ariana Grande. Okay. I can go from Nicki Minaj to like Dua Lipa.
Exactly.
All right.
You got it.
Thank you. All right. So let's get right into it. When we asked you what is something that you don't get asked enough about, you said reality television.
Yes.
And I love that. I'm here for everyone coming in here wanting to talk about reality television. I can make that my entire
I feel like
personality.
it connects everybody.
Yes, it does, because we all love it. All right. And you say you don't love it, you're lying. And there be men that be peeping over their women's shoulder, pretending they don't like reality television.
Take it off. But they know who got eliminated. They know everything. Like, come on now.
They'd be like, oh, who? And I'm like, try to pretend like, you don't watch it. Okay, so you mentioned Real Housewives.
Yes.
And I feel like I need to hear from you.
Okay.
If someone hasn't watched Real Housewives, like myself, where do they start?
Okay, so I'm like a late Real Housewives fan.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Oof. There's there's twists. There's like people getting exposed. Like somebody was like a rat low-key on set, on the
I think
cast.
I heard that, yes.
Yeah. And if not, I would give you New York, but the new New York. Because it's like very 2024. Like it's modern. It's like a
modern,
new
yeah.
cast, people of color. It's what New York actually looks like. At least for me, I feel represented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you ever watched Miami? Because I've heard good things
I heard
about
Miami is good. I haven't watched Miami.
Okay.
What else have I watched? Dubai. Dubai's cute.
Yeah,
It's new.
it's cute.
Cute. Like, I'll be laughing. I just put it there just to see it.
Who would you be, like, what would be your persona if you were a Real Housewife?
Okay. Oh my God, wait. Because there's two. I could be like literally a housewife. Like, I'm a lady. Like, picking up the kids. I'm diciendo a la doña, clean this, clean that. Like, I'm not really working. Or I would be like going through a divorce, finding myself, have a new business, and I'm trying to see if I can make it on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I would give Lisa Vanderpump when she was in her prime.
Okay.
Like business. I feel like that'd be me, like trying.
I could see that.
Yeah, with my little dog.
And then you have your own show. Period.
Because that's what I'm always thinking 10 steps ahead, all right?
Yeah.
All right? That would be me. Okay, so it's funny because we should have saved this for the pod, but before we were talking about like the shows that we do watch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the things that we agree on. We watched The Bachelor, Bachelorette, but you haven't watching
The recent one.
one.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
But I do love the Bachelor/Bachelorette pipeline to Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, you do enjoy that. Do you watch Dancing with the Stars?
I do.
I don't.
Oh,
I do
next.
not.
Don't.
I'm
next.
sorry. I only watch, you know what's funny? I don't watch Dancing with the Stars, but I'll watch a whole thing on social media when it pops up, like a whole routine.
Okay.
Like, yeah. And I'll
That's
be like,
what really
that's fine.
matters. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm what's wrong with society right now where like I'm watching things on social media and
Instead of
clips
watching it on the actual
instead of
TV?
watching it on the TV. I'm sorry, y'all.
Too better.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Too better.
But I love that you watch The Bachelor. So which do you prefer, Bachelor or Bachelorette?
Bachelorette.
Really?
Because of the men. I candy. Hello.
I did not expect that answer.
The Bachelor is better because it's always the OG.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like The Bachelor is better because the girls are cattier.
Yes.
Like, they're ruthless.
There's more drama.
Yeah.
But I like to see the men. I need some eye candy.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy Paradise.
Paradise is good.
It's really
Paradise
messy.
is, yeah, that is unhinged. That is messy.
To the max.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah. And they didn't release one for 2024.
No.
They deprived us.
I know.
But I think they're coming back for 2025.
They
So
better
we'll
make
wait and see.
Make it strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fascinating that you watch this because I'm like, I rarely meet, now that Love Island exists,
Oh my God.
no one watches The Bachelor Bachelorette anymore. So I feel like I'm on that island alone.
No, I'm here with you. I feel like at least growing up, it was like not mature content, but I was like, who is the old people on TV talking about love? I don't really care. But now that I'm in my 20s, I'm like, oh, I'm tapping in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just also like, I like predicting too. And I feel like it's a good show to predict like where people end up. So I'm like,
I wish bars would play like The Bachelor, have like nights where you can go and just like get a drink.
I think that does exist.
Oh,
Well, I
where?
don't think for The Bachelor anymore, but it
Okay.
used to for The Bachelor. But there's like gatherings. But I saw that for Love Island USA where people were gathering in bars
Oh my, I would go
and doing watch
crazy.
party. But people need to publicize that more.
Yeah, make it
'Cause
like
I
known.
would.
I would buy a ticket to go
Yeah.
see it, honestly.
And did you watch the Golden Bachelor?
Yes, I didn't watch it all the way, but I did watch it. I was Team Sandra. I love her. She was so sweet.
Yes.
Teresa?
Yeah.
¿Cuál es esa?
Isn't that the one that's the one that won?
Then not her.
Not her.
Not her. Not you, sweetie. But good luck.
Yeah. Good luck. They got divorced.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait.
They got divorced.
How long did they make it? How long did they
It
last?
was months.
Oh my
Not
God.
even. I don't even think.
No. I like there was another one. I forgot her name. She was like short black hair, like to the side. I
lost
you.
You
It's
lost
fine.
me. I
Let's
don't
go
remember
with
names.
Sandra.
Yeah.
That's my sis.
Sandra.
That's
That's
my
it.
sis.
That's her. And then Traitors is something.
Traitor, because Traitors is so good because it's all the shows. It's like Brick Brothers, Survivor, all the Bravo, everything. They're on that one season. It's so chaotic.
What is it about Traitors that makes it so good?
I think it's the fact that we know something that the people don't know. So you're trying to figure out when are they gonna catch on to the signs.
So they tell you who the traitor is.
Yes, the audience knows.
audience knows.
But the people in the mansion have to figure it out.
So it's like watching Little Sims.
Exactly. And they all die one by one.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna watch it.
Please watch it.
I'm gonna dedicate my watch to you.
Yeah, it's a super quick watch.
Yeah. How long are the episodes?
Like 40 minutes. And it's like 12
okay.
episodes, I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So by the time this episode comes out, I don't think we'll ever get off the Love Island USA season 6 train,
No.
but it will have been a little past that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, who was your favorite person on Love Island USA?
My favorite person? Definitely PPG.
PPG?
Like PPG.
I love it's not even one person, it's PPG.
It's the group, PPG. Yeah, they were just so good. I feel like, no, I resonate with Janae a little bit, like the wanting to find love and it's just not going anywhere. It's like working out. And then with the guy trying to gaslight her, talking about, oh, we want you to stay, but they really want her to go and make her feel bad. Don't piss me off. Because they wasn't doing nothing to begin with anyway.
Yeah.
What y'all doing?
And what do you think about Kenny?
Oh, Kenny. Kenny's so cute. You know what? Kenny is, don't kill me. Kenny is like an emotionally intelligent himbo.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Okay.
And I love that. Like I feel like he will protect his girl. But he's not a himbo. He's not a man of many words.
He's
but
not a
when
man
he
of many
does
words.
speak, it's important.
Did you ever see the clips of them at the club together?
Yeah.
And the way he's like, I was like, that was the Dominican side coming out real quick. He's like, who are you shaking your ass for?
No, literally. Oh my God. He loves her though.
Yeah.
He
And
loves her.
have you seen the TikToks of like people reacting to the fact that like she found the Dominican man that's like,
Yes. I was like, that's a rare one. Because Dominican man, especially from the Bronx or from New York, peligro. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like thinking of other shows that like, what are other shows that I'm watching that you might resonate with? We did Love Island USA. We did The Bachelor. We did Real Housewives. What else are you watching?
What is it? Designing Manhattan? What is it?
Oh, Owning Manhattan.
Owning Manhattan.
Yeah. All those shows where I'm like Delulu and thinking that I'm going to live in $1 million place. And I'm like, oh, and like critiquing the interior design.
That's me with Selling Sunset. Like, if I watch it too much, I'm like, $5 money home, that's right now that I can afford that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, wait, who are you? What are you affording?
Yeah.
$5 million?
I'm like, that floor. And
Oh, come on now. The
As if
square unit, whatever the hell ratio.
That square unit for that price.
Oh, that's
As
your
if-
scam. As if I could afford a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
All right, we asked this in the starting 5, but one of my favorite pieces of content was yours when you did a dating recap.
Okay.
And I hope we get one for 2024.
Oh, I have a notepad. I
Okay.
was like, I have to deliver the girls. You know what it is? I'm a very open person, but when it
Yeah.
comes to my love life, I don't say much because it's personal.
Yes.
But the one time I opened and yapped, everyone ate it up.
Yes.
So I was like, you know.
Because we love hearing someone's like dating pros, cons, reality. It's like finally someone speaking about the reality of dating
It's
because
hard.
Yeah.
I know you can't relate.
I'm sorry. But I was once in that struggle.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
I was once there. All right. And dating especially in New York City,
It's hard.
is a damn
It's
struggle.
hard.
Okay. So where are we looking for 2024? You don't give us too much because we're gonna wait for the
We have
recap.
the video.
But
What do you want to know?
like, where is New York City dating right now? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
You know what it is? It's still the same. It's still hard. I did go off the apps for like 4 months.
Okay.
Went back on it because I was traveling. Didn't find nothing at all. Like, yeah, it's the same 5 minutes I left in 2023 on the app. Dios mío. But I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Wait, let me thinking about somebody. I'm hopeful I have a man soon. And if I don't, next question.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, literally, but yeah, I'm hopeful.
I tried the dating apps before.
Okay.
Like literally, it was so funny. I tried dating apps right before I met my now husband.
Okay.
And I was like, nah.
Where'd you meet him?
We were friends
Okay,
before,
okay.
but I just feel it's like all alignment. Like
Okay,
we
you
were always
see?
around each other, but never. I always like to say we weren't ready.
Okay.
No, we were like brewing up,
Okay.
getting ready
here's
for each
a
other.
sneak peek. I wanted the friends to lovers trope.
Yeah.
And I told one of my best friends I was in love with him. Y él me dijo, yo no.
Oh. How do you recover from that? Are you still friends?
We are still friends.
Okay.
Recovering. I'm still in recovery right now. Hey. So it's hard. It's a process, but it's a lot. And I can spell. It's a lot of taking some time off and then just figuring out where you stand
Yeah.
and boundaries and whatever the hell, all that stuff.
I love that you're still friends though. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was really my guy.
Yeah. I love that. No, it's we did the friends to lovers trope and yeah.
I'm happy it worked out for you.
Yeah, it worked. I'm sorry.
I can't relate, but
I'm so sorry.
No, yeah, it's
no,
fine.
it worked. It worked for us, but it took a long time because I knew him all the way through college. So
So it was okay.
Yeah.
Friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the reality of that is that we know everything about each other.
Okay, so pros and cons.
Yeah, there's pros and cons.
Depending
we know.
on what angle you take it
Yeah,
at.
yeah. But I did try the dating apps, and that was like I got ghosted once, and I was like, I'm done.
Ghosted?
Yeah.
I did go on a date recently. Super nice. The guy had a great job. Financial security, obviously.
Yeah.
But I showed up to the first date. His breath stunk.
Oh,
Yeah. And I'm like, on the first day, I'm not giving you a pass. The second day, I'll give you a pass. The third one.
you would give a pass on the second date?
Because I saw you once and
Yeah.
your breath didn't stink.
Okay.
So the second time, I'll be okay. Maybe it's a bad day. You ate something bad, whatever the hell. You didn't floss.
Yeah.
But off rip, hi, my name is Bryan. Whoo, esa baja boca me dio a mí. Ooh, no. No.
What's the most unhinged thing you've ever been told on a dating app?
What I've most unhinged thing?
Has anyone ever said anything absolutely crazy to you?
No.
No?
I feel like people know better.
Oh, so you've had a good experience.
I've had good experiences.
Because you be saying on social media that people be saying some
Crazy
wild
stuff,
shit on
crazy stuff.
on like dating apps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, when people say they're off dating apps, I completely
No,
understand.
it is scary.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I haven't had any crazy people when I meet up with them. Any bad stories.
And do you have any protocol if you're trying to leave a date? Like,
No, I'm the type of person that they could be going horrible and I would sit there.
the whole time.
I feel super bad because I took out time out of my
Yeah.
day. You took time out of your day. I know after this, I'm not going to
Okay.
say anything back to you, but por lo menos,
Oh, you're being respectful.
I'm nice. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
I would have wanted done back to me.
Yeah. You want to hear my worst date story?
Yes.
It was a nightmare. I went on a date with a guy. We actually met the night before at a club.
Okay.
Mistake number one.
Stop.
Yeah. Then we went on a date the next day and we get there. He off the bat is like, I forgot my wallet.
What?
And he's like, oh, I have to hit up my mom to bring my wallet.
What?
First of all, why does your mom have access to your wallet? So you're telling me you live with your mom. Then the next thing
Clock
is,
that.
I clocked that. Then his mom comes, brings his brother, and his mom and brother join us and sit down with us.
Are you serious?
Yes. And sit down with us. And now I'm sitting here with his family.
How old was this man?
This man was, I was like 23, 24. He was probably like 25, 26.
Oh no.
And I like you, was so nice. But at some point, I was like, oh my God.
That's an extreme, no.
I was like, I have something to do for work. I like used work as an example, but it was a whole like Saturday, or Sunday. I don't even remember.
I'm like,
but
why?
He brought his whole family, and I was sitting there like, I don't even know your last name yet.
And why bring the family into the restaurant? You can go outside and, excuse
and
me.
meet.
¿Verdad?
Yeah.
Or have your brother bring you your, oh my God, anybody, el vecino, anybody but your
Se
mom.
sentaron ahí mismo. Right there, they saw it. I was like, oh. And that is my worst date story ever.
You are a soldier for that. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless
Thank
you.
you. But you had a good experience.
I've had good experiences. Like, also, I feel like, so you know what someone just told me recently? That I live like I'm on Love Island. Because whenever I meet guys, at least now, I've been through therapy. Off the bat, I'm telling them I want a husband. This is what I want. I want monogamous. I don't do anything else.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out what you want. Then I like to give hypotheticals. I'm like, I'm actively dating until we're exclusive or until, we take the next step. So I love to be like, what if I have 2 connections and I explore one, but then I have to come back? They were like, connections?
You really be talking about this?
It's true, because I'm like, what if I find someone, like I'm dating somebody, but someone else comes along and just whips you off my feet, but I'm torn between the two.
So you can't date multiple people?
No. I try, but I always lean more to the other person.
Well, that makes sense. But like,
But
you
I'm
wouldn't
also a
be
Libra.
like, oh.
So I love
what
love.
What does that mean?
I love love. Are you into horoscopes?
I am, but like, I'm not versed in like what a sign means.
Okay.
But I am very, like, I'll believe someone and they tell me something.
What's
I'm
your
a Sagittarius.
sign? Okay. Well, I'm a Libra. Think Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
We have the same birthday.
Okay.
So man after man, guy after guy. That's how I am. So I'm like, yeah. Like,
and jumped into a relationship.
I would if I had the chance to. How about that?
Because I feel like that's what Kim K is like.
I would, but I haven't. I also have this theory. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I want to date like so much. So when I meet my man, I'm like, ooh, that's behind me. I have the right one.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm like that, but I'm very like, I'm a serial monogamous. Well, I'm in it forever.
Hey!
But before I got married, I was a serial monogamous.
Okay.
Like I was just like, I need like one person and date one person, and like I need relationships. Like
It's hard.
Uno está cansado. Like
you're like, tap me out, boss.
I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I feel when people like ask for advice and they're like, yo, I can't talk to 3 people. I'm like, that shit sounds tiring.
I know it is, because it's the same questions. How was your day? What's your favorite color? What you do? I'm like, girl.
But I will say a big piece of advice is just like, you'll stay hooked to your phone if you're waiting for one person versus like getting to know someone else.
Exactly.
So like, that's the good thing about when you're like single dating around, that you're not like waiting by the phone for someone to like call you.
And I feel like the girls nowadays don't know how to date. Like, you don't have to like give your all to one person. Like, explore. So when you meet the one, it's the one.
But I feel like the fear is being a whore or being like seen as a hoe.
Oh, yes. Yes, and I'm leaving it at that. Because, I'm not going, well, you can do whatever you want, but I just know I'm a lady that keep it PG and I'm a tease. I like to tease people. It keeps them around. Like the guy with the bad breath, he wanted to kiss me. I said, oh, I don't kiss on the first date. Then he brought me some pizza afterwards because I was hungry.
Well, you got a pizza out of it. Wait, but did you not kiss him because he had the bad breath or because you don't kiss on the second date?
I definitely kiss on the first date.
Okay.
Yeah, I kiss on the preview, but it was a bad breath.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your advice right now on like the dating scene and dating in like a major city?
Major city. I think it's being open-minded. I feel like we all have types, but sometimes don't get so hyper fixated on, oh, my guy has to look like this or have to have that. Like, if you just like loosen up a little bit, I feel like you can meet people that you never thought you would click with or have interest with.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a new connection for you.
Yo, that list be killing people.
Yo.
Because people want like 5'7", goes to the gym. Like, I've seen the most extreme lists, and I'm just like, girl, where do you?
Also, my therapist told me this, and she clocked me with bad. She said, you can't expect in someone where you don't provide. So I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. Do you, look at your list, do you meet half of the requirements on that list, sweetie? Yeah,
Ooh,
I thought so.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
I know, she got me good.
Okay.
I said, oh.
All right. Yeah. So you recommend people be in therapy while dating?
Oh, 100%. I'm in therapy. My therapist just broke up with me, actually.
Wait, your therapist broke up with you?
Yeah, but it's not because of me, girl. I'm saying it's because she wants to now work with like groups and communities and stuff. So she's not doing one-on-one practices anymore.
I wouldn't allow my therapist. to do that. I'd be like, what?
I know.
I would be so hurt.
And she knows all my lore. Now I have to give somebody else the lore about the men and oh my God.
Oh my, wait. And did she hit you with the we have to talk?
No, she just told me like she gave me like a month or two of warning. She's like, "Hey Brian, just want to let you know, but before the summer ends, this is where I'm headed." And I was like, "Girl, I tell you more things that I tell my best friends. That I tell my mom, girl.
my
You know
God,
all my
that's deep.
secrets."
That's like me breaking up with a doctor.
Oof.
Like, you've been there. You know my iron levels. Like,
Iron levels got it.
You're like-
no, yeah.
you've been there. Oh my God.
That's hard.
That's hard. I've never heard that actually. Someone's therapist breaking up with them.
Yep,
Have you found a new one?
No, I'm looking. Well, I'm not. I'm busy. I'm not looking. They'll come to, they keep calling my phone talking about we need to set you up with somebody else. Like, girl, I did all the work to find one. I'm mourning.
You're mourning. How long has it been since?
Like 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's fresh.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, if there's any therapists out there, imagine someone like, because of everything you're saying right now, feels like they would be a great therapist. You actually know if you're a therapist, do not profile. He needs help, and I got you.
Oh, come on, I know. Yo, if you look at my socials,
Yeah.
you would think that I'm some way, but I'm definitely.
Is finding a therapist harder than finding a boyfriend?
They're equally as difficult.
Okay.
I would say because I actually dated 2 therapists at once.
What?
Yup. I had one therapist.
What the hell were you getting out of 2 therapists?
I had to see which one was the best match for me. So I had 2 therapists. I had one, and she was very soft spoken. She'd be like, and what else? I said, girl, you're not giving me nothing. Like, I need more aggression. So I dated a guy. Like, I was trying to see what he was about. And our first session, he clocked me good because I was dealing with some guys. I'm like, because some relationship issues. And he was like, oh, has he said this? Has he expressed this? No. So it's in your head, Brian. Got it. I was like, you got me so good, Alberto. Yes. So I stuck with him. But that he wasn't giving me what I needed. And then, like, I realized that the girl, even though she was soft-spoken, it kind of zenned me out and let me open up and speak more. So I just ended up going with the girl instead.
Okay, I love this because right now I'm actually shopping for new therapists, and it feels like I'm dating.
Yeah.
Like, I had like my consultation calls with them, and then one's like continuously texting me to follow up, and I'm like, I feel bad because I'm ghosting her, but I'm just trying to make my decision. Yeah. And I'm like, girl, I need some time.
Like, don't overwhelm me because
Don't
then
overwhelm me. Now I'm not gonna pick you.
Exactly.
Because, but then
no rose.
Yeah, and then the thing is, like, one of them met me, and she was actually like sitting down at her desk, did video. So I liked it. And the other 2 were picking up from like whatever teteo.
No.
Like, it was loud. I was just like, is this how you're gonna introduce me like to you?
If I'm giving you my time and my money and I'm gonna let you in, I need you to reciprocate that and
I
be
need you to
respectful.
give me your all.
Exactly.
But that's so funny you say, because I'm like, the way that you talk about therapy and people talk about therapists is like, you gotta date.
It
date your
is. It's a
therapist.
game. Well, it's not a game, but you have to find the right one.
And one was what you were saying, one was so timid, and I was like, I feel like I'm a coach you.
That's what I felt, but it ended up being good for me because she really zenned me out. And she was like, she would just show me up.
No.
Yeah.
I need people that are gonna put me in my place. That's what I needed in a man. I found that in my man.
Period.
I can't deal with quiet people. Like people that are timid and calm.
I thought I wanted a man that could be quiet and like let me run the show and but I talked to a quiet man. And I was talking to him. I literally went on a date a month ago. Yeah. We bonded over Love Island on Hinge. He was super quiet. And I'm like, I told him in the middle of the date, are you okay? I feel like I'm just talking right now. He was like, I like to observe. I said, stop observing. I'm right here. Like, what are you looking around for?
Like, talk.
Yeah.
No. That's like, that was a seal the deal for me. I was just like, I need a man that's gonna talk and like.
Who's gonna match my yap?
Wait, that's a sound right there.
Wait, who's gonna match my yap?
Who's gonna match my yap? Who's gonna match?
Yeah.
No, that's a good one. I'm like, you gotta find the. Okay, so what is like? I'm going back between therapist and dating. This is the most unhinged episode.
I love it.
People are
It's
gonna hit us
my
up to be our therapist after this shit. They're gonna be like, these are 2.
Now looking.
Yeah. So what is like going back to the apps? Like, you know how they have the prompts? Like, what does your profile look like?
Okay, definitely. I have like there's one about like your obsession. I have reality TV. I'm like, if you watch Love Island, Big Brother, Survivor, all of it, hit me up. That's my main one.
And which profile stand out to you? Like, what about a profile do you feel is perfect?
Okay, I've talked about this with a lot of my girls. I think it's a balance of like being hot, but also like real life stuff. Like you with like, I don't know, like you doing activities.
Yeah.
I have a picture with the dog. I don't like dogs. Red flag, I guess. Different subject.
You have a picture with a dog, but you don't like dogs.
Yeah. And they eat that up. I'm like, let's go, el perrito. They're like, and they eat
Excuse
it
me,
up.
sir. That is literally that's catfishing.
Well, it's dog fishing.
That's. I would be so mad.
Wow.
Wait, you're not a dog person.
I have trauma. I got chased
I
in
might have
DR.
to cancel this episode.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
I might have to cut it right here. I find people who don't like dogs to be like, they need to be studied.
It's a rough, but I have trauma. I was 7 years old in DR, and Pablo, the Chihuahua, chased me, and the teeth like grazed my leg before they yanked him away from me.
I feel like people who don't like dogs have one story like
Well,
that.
thank you.
Because that's my best friend too.
Yeah.
She got chased by a dog once, and she doesn't like dogs now.
I'm open to dogs now, but they have to be small, and I have to know them. Like it takes me a while for me to
She
warm up
says
to
the
a
same
dog.
thing.
So you see, thank you. People, if you're like me, we need to start a group,
Yeah, I did.
please.
But I'm like, how do you not like dogs? But no, going back to this profile.
Yes.
You have a picture of a dog.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna skip that part because I'm already.
It gets. You have to do what you do for love. It gets the guys.
And then what happens when they're like, "Oh my god, I have a dog," and he's like a bigger dog.
Oh, let's go for a walk. I'll be behind him.
You know, when you date someone
Yeah.
and they have a dog, they're gonna expect you to take care of the dog.
Stop, because I was so down bad for a guy that he was gonna go on vacation, and I offered to watch his dog for him for a week.
And you don't like dog. Did you watch him?
No, we broke up. Like we ended up not working out. But I was like,
You probably let that breakup happen because you were so afraid of the dog watching.
the dog was mad cute, Benny. Like he would just we napped together one time in the dog. But I was like, it was for the better.
Okay, so the perfect profile. Let's get back to it.
Okay, perfect profile. I do like voice prompts. I don't have any of them. 'Cause
Right.
You don't have to know
Oh,
what
so now they have voice prompts. I'm
Yes.
telling you, I've been with my man for 7 years. I don't know what.
Oh,
The F is on
there's
there.
voice prompts. I like when I do impressions. Like there was like, there's one that's like, my hidden talents I could sing, and people could sing. I'd be weak because it's funny. Why you sing on an app and you a man? Like,
Wait,
come on now.
that would be
Ick
like
central.
watching someone do it too would be.
Like imagine harmonizing. Don't piss me off. Ew. But yeah. There's voice prompts. There's
So you like the voice prompts, you don't like the singing.
yeah.
A picture with another man.
Who's that man?
Do you usually swipe or do you want to? Are you curious as to who's a man?
No, I investigate.
Yeah.
I investigate.
Okay.
Okay. I do 1 year younger than me. Don't ask for my age. I'm a lady. And I do about 7 to 10 older ish. Does that
All
make
right.
sense?
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's higher skewed for
Yes.
older.
Yeah, but
and
I've learned that the older men don't have it together either.
they don't.
Oh my God.
They don't.
Not the younger, not my age, not the older. I need an
From
AI
what
man.
my friends share, they do not have it together. Yeah.
yeah.
But some are finding a lot of luck with younger. I feel like there's this new renaissance of younger men.
I'm already young myself. Do you have an ID? Can you purchase alcohol? What am I doing with a younger man than me? No.
I don't know. I've heard there's a renaissance for younger men. So I was just putting it out there. What do you think about the renaissance of like the unconventionally unattractive men that are now attractive?
Okay, I used to have a phase where I went for ugly guys. Not ugly, but like, you know how there's pretty, ugly, pretty?
Yeah.
I used to go for the ugly, pretty.
Okay.
But now I'm like, no. Like at least I want a man. Before I wanted a man that I would walk in and you wanted to fuck both of us. Like you wanted me and him together. Like, yes. But now I want a man that I find cute. If you don't find him cute, are you sleeping with him?
Are you one of those people that are particular that he has to be less or more attractive than you?
No, I did. I grew out of that phase.
I was like that once, where I was like, he had to be less attractive.
Yeah, me too. I was like, hello, I'm the star. Que está bueno soy yo.
Yeah,
But
I'm the
no.
star.
But no, yeah.
Because there's that phrase where people say that someone's a reacher and someone's a, what is it, reacher and puller?
Puller?
I don't know if it's puller. Settler. Thank you.
Settler. Oh my God.
Someone's a reacher and someone's a settler. There's like a whole episode of How I Met Your Mother like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And my husband once asked me, he's like, do you think you're the settler and I'm the reacher? And I was like, we're not going to get into
Yeah,
this.
that's open that can of worms.
We're not going to do this.
Yeah, no. We can both be beautiful together.
Yeah.
How about that? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I'm beholden to him, not you.
All right, grown.
Hey, you see therapy. Give me a man, please.
Please.
Not like therapy, like really.
Okay, so let's end on the note of like best dating tip. What you
Best
got?
dating tip.
Yeah, forget the city, just best
Okay.
dating. Yeah. That's gonna be our thing of the. Yeah.
I think the best dating tip is just be yourself. I feel like for me, my online presence sometimes made me shy away from like being me all the time. But I'm like, they're gonna find me anyways.
Yeah.
So just be you, be upfront, like be authentically you. And if the right guy, you know what I learned? You cannot say the wrong thing to the right person.
I love that. Someone's gonna accept you flaws and all.
There aren't much flaws here, but
Yeah, I say that about a lot of my friends, and like I say that about my husband. Like I know my husband's flaws, I know my friends' flaws, and like I choose to accept them. And I'm like,
you can work with those.
yeah, you can work with those. You're not gonna find no perfect person. Like we bring it back to the list.
That let go of that in 2024. Let go of that list.
Let goes. People are gonna start making resolutions. It's crazy. This year is flying.
Don't
by.
remind me. I'm like, well, have I done what I wanted to do this year?
Don't even.
No.
It's fine because it's brat.
It's Brat summer.
We don't have resolutions in brat year.
No.
F them goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you have going on? What's happening? If you do not follow Bryan, do you find people call you Bryan because of your social?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, should I change my name? It's abbreviated. It's my full name, Bryan
Yeah.
Hernandez Mercedes. But
Yeah.
I'm like, who is Brahim, girl?
But people call you that all the time, right?
Yes, Brahim.
Yeah.
I'm like, who you? Because it's not me. Not me. I'm Bryan, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you do not follow Bryan, which is now as you know, his @ is Bryan. He's so funny. Like the recreations you do of like certain scenes, these pop culture moments. I'm like, this man here will get in a wig and a costume
Like nobody's
in
business.
like hours of something happening. The speed.
Yeah.
Where do you wait, before we end this podcast, do you just have wigs like
So
ready, stacked, loaded?
yes and no. So I do have like my little basics, but the more that I do, I thrift. A lot of my outfits I thrift, and then I sew it
Oh,
together.
okay.
So, but the more you do, you build things. So you can pull. I pull from my closet already, and I mix and match stuff.
Get this man
Get me. I want a show
Get him a
on
show.
TLC DIY Bry. Thank you.
right, DIY creator or like DIY pop. It's just the pop culture
It's
of
the
it.
pop. That's where I thrive.
That has me dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you even recreated Love Island scenes.
Yeah.
Those were my favorite pieces of content. Like my favorite.
Thank
So those are
you.
good. But yes, make sure that you go follow. Is there anything that we should be watching out for?
Watch out for me in New York, in the city, being a brat.
Living
Yeah.
his best life. Thank you so much, Bryan, for joining me. I had so much fun and I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. And thank you everyone for watching and listening. Be sure to watch the next episode of Down to a T.
Down to a T.